What is going on, guys? We just got done streaming the new Telsifanis fight blind. It was a blast. It was a good time. That's a video if you're interested in. It's going to be coming out later this weekend as well. But today we're going to be going over the King Mog guide for the Final Fantasy IV Paladin Cecil CG event, guys. So I don't want you guys to miss out on anything in here. It is a lot less stuff to buy in the King Mog, but there's a very important item you need to pick up this time that I don't want you guys to miss out on, and it is going to be pretty grindier than usual to get this item. So let's get in here. Let's talk about this stuff. Once again, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. Leaving those likes helps out a ton. If you can take 1 nanosecond out of your day and click it. Thank you guys so much for that. And those of you who are joining the community membership for YouTube as well as Patreon, the 99 cent of February month Patreon support team is in there as well. So thank you guys so much. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the bonuses you get for being a part of those memberships. And so let's get into it here for you guys now. We're gonna go into King Mog. We're gonna talk to the big King Mog Moogle, gladly exchange items in my collection for silver apples, and we have the traditional stuff in here. Remember, this is one of the new revamped King Mogs. You're gonna get Rosa for free in your EP rewards after you do the fight a couple of times, and you're gonna be able to come in here and buy stuff. Now, we have the silver and gold keys. If you need EP points, sure. Always, the ULC ticket, buy this. Priority #1, especially now you don't have to buy any tickets in the King Mog shop. They come from the EP rewards. You can just go in here and buy the items you actually want to have access to in your account. So select summon ticket, very strong, pick it up. 8 select summon tickets for a Prism of your choice for a non-time limited character. If you're a newer player, you're gonna want to have as many of these as possible to help you acquire the characters that you need in the game. So that's gonna be awesome there. The Trust Moogles for Rosa here. The Trust Moogles, I would say just skip on these unless you're a new player, you're a brand new player. Rosa's gonna be a good healer for you. It's gonna be a pretty good healing weapon for you as well to have access to just throw on her for the high spirit that it has as a newer player. You're gonna pick those up as a newer player. But the thing you definitely need to get, the 2 things, especially as a new player, you're gonna get the White Mage Rosa's Prism. This is the thing you guys should always be buying first, regardless if you're a new player, a returning player, a veteran player, a giant mass of whatever a mammal, oceanic life form you want to be in the game, whether it's a plankton or a whale, it doesn't matter. You're gonna pick up this Prism because it allows you to 7-star Rosa. They should always be the first things you buy in all King Mog events because it's gonna allow you to gain bonus currency from having a 7-star version of Rosa. You can get 200% bonus currency. So she's gonna be 100% at 5-star or 6-star, 200% at 7-star. So you pick this up first and it'll give you bonus currency over the duration of the event. So you definitely wanna pick this up first, and it's gonna give you a 7-star healer if you're a newer player, and she's gonna be fantastic for you guys. I'm gonna have a full review for her, for you guys out there, how you wanna build her, etc. She's not too hard to build. I wanna put that out there for you guys who are interested in it. Now, the big thing I don't want you guys to miss out on is the super TMRs for Rosa's earrings. Rosa's earrings are actually pretty fantastic, in my opinion, because of what they allow you to do. So in the end game of FFBE, I know a lot of you guys out there have learned that limit bursts are very powerful in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius, and these things go very well on a supportive character or a healing character who wants to use their limit burst, because they give 100% high tide. 100% high tide on a character, and they give you a little bit of LB gauge fill per turn on top of that, and they have a little bit of spirit and stuff for stat wise. There's no HP percent or anything, or MP percent or defense and spirit percent, but there's some flat spirit on there, pretty strong. But they do have 100% high tide, and I think it's 2 limit burst gauge crystals per turn. So absolutely fantastic. You can get this for free. It's going to take you some time to get in there. You're going to want to get the White Mage Rosa's Prism. You're going to want to get the ULC 10 tickets there, and then you want to go and get the Super Trust Master reward for Rosa. Now, if you're an older player, you're not going to have any need to get the Elven Bow. You can just forget about the Elven Bow. If you're a newer player, you don't have any sort of spirit equipment for your healer, you might as well pick it up later. But I make sure that you can finish the Super TMR first. So your order of operation here: White Mage Rosa's Prism, select summon ticket, Super TMR, and then after that you can get all the other stuff, right? The Flame Shield here, if you're a newer player, yeah, you can pick this up, put this on your chain because it's going to give you some defense and spirit. The Last Stand Plus, for a newer player, even I would just skip this thing. It doesn't actually do anything for you. It gives you 120% defense and 120% spirit boost once you go down below 30% HP, and this counts as a buff too. So this doesn't stack with any sort of buffs in the game, right? If you have like a supportive character who does like attack, attachments, magic and spirit buffs. This doesn't even work with that. It takes up a materia slot. Doesn't have any actual passives on it. It's terrible. It's a waste of currency. Don't buy it. But after that, it's just your traditional stuff here. You have the Gill Snapper families, King Burst Pots, Cactars to level your characters, all this fun stuff. And then your traditional Moogles and stuff of that nature. Your Limit Burst leveling stuff is in there with the Limit Burst Pots. And then as far as leveling up your characters, newer players, this is your opportunity to get your Divine Crystals and Calamity Writs and Prismatic Horns and all of that stuff to take in your characters or awaken your characters from 5-star to 6-star. So that's what you want to do there as well. Maps are in here. All Chris, all this other stuff. But I really wanted to let you guys know about how strong that super TMR of her is in Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. Don't miss out on it, guys. So this is going to be a very short, sweet video. If you want to leave that like and comment, let me know how you feeling about this sort of event. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care out there.